I'm Stephanie Pruitt. I'm the Communications Director for Texas Corn Producers, so I handle all the public relations, marketing, and advertising for the organization. So Texas Corn Producers Association is the advocacy arm for Texas corn farmers. So what we do is we are really just the farmer's voice whenever it comes to policy and regulatory efforts that are happening, whether it's at the state level, at the national level, or even at like the regional or local level if it's impacting corn production. So the Water Grows Initiative is a partnership with Texas Corn Producers and the Natural Resources Conservation Service in Texas. So Texas Corn Producers and the NRCS in Texas really got together about this partnership to share what farmers are doing to conserve the Ogallala. You know, the Ogallala Aquifer is an important water source for corn production, especially in the high plains of Texas. And as that water source has declined, we have seen a need to make sure that people understood how that water is being used in agriculture and the value of that water being used for agriculture, the value of irrigated agriculture in general. As that messaging has started to grow, we saw the need that there is a hunger and people wanting to understand agriculture even more. So it's been an opportunity for us to really be able to share how farmers are working with agencies like NRCS to conserve our resources, whether it's water, whether it's looking at their soil health, being able to share their story about how farmers are caring for the land and our resources. It's definitely a team effort to be able to work together to share the conservation story and what farmers are doing. And so it's been a real partnership as a whole, like from the planning process, what we're going to be doing, the actual execution of it, and then seeing it to fruition. So with our partnership with NRCS through this Water Grows initiative, it has hit a number of different ways of what we've been able to do with this partnership. We've done public service announcements, we've created long form video as well. We have gone out and visited with actual farmers across the whole state to see what it is they're doing on the farm, what those climate smart practices are that they're implementing to really care for their land while producing a viable crop that is profitable for that farm itself. We have done trainings for not only farmers but for staff, whether it's Texas Corn Producers staff or NRCS staff, so that they can know how best to share their farm story or share their conservation story with consumers and with people who aren't familiar with agriculture. We have done satellite media tours where we're able to go on a farm and share that story from the farm and broadcast it nationally. We have done field to fork events where we bring people to the farm and they're able to experience a farm itself and see the role of conservation and agriculture laid out on their plates. So Conservation Charcuterie was a really fun virtual event that we hosted in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. But we had two hosts. We had Eddie Jackson, who's a former NFL player and currently a Food Network star. And then we had a charcuterie artist, Dana Anthony, who joined us and helped walk everybody who participated through how to build a charcuterie board. As Dana and Eddie were working through building that charcuterie board, they would introduce a food and then we would be able to tie it back to farmers across the state of Texas. So we were able to just show them what farming looks like across various parts of the state of Texas. The state of Texas is very large and the agriculture and the conservation practices across the state vary a lot because of that. And so we were able to really share, give people a virtual farm experience that, really tied back hands-on for them in their homes. Yeah, so through our partnership with NRCS for this Water Grows initiative, our messaging has reached not only the consumers and people who are outside of agriculture, it's also reached people who are right here, right next to agriculture on a daily basis. So we've been able to reach both a rural and an urban and a suburban audience all in one through this partnership and through the efforts that we've been able to do. So it's one of those things that really, it has an impact on those outside of agriculture and sharing that message, while also being able to share back with the people who are intimately involved with agriculture or very close to it, to understand what it is that our organizations are doing on a regular basis to help spread their story and help other people understand where they're coming from in agriculture. So to learn more about Water Grows and the Water Grows Initiative, visit watergrows.org. And that's a website that has everything that we have worked on throughout the many years of our initiative together. You can also find us on your favorite social media platform. It's just Water Grows.